Canada. Fozzie Bear. Hagrid. Did you guys ever have a nightmare? Like a real honest-to-God nightmare? One that you could swear was real? Something that can make even the most hardened men cry like little schoolgirls? I mean, we all have our things, right?
Who are you? Your worst nightmare.
The Fuzzy Bunnies! They are back! No. I'm talking sheer unbridled terror. Something Canadian. Yeah, Canadian. Like, imagine it. Hush. Imagine what would happen if, while on break from the Muppets, Fozzie Bear goes on a drunken romp across Canadian countryside. In his travels, Fozzie defiles many a national landmark. He did many unspeakable things. And on one faithful night of debauchery, Fozzie meets a brown bear and proceeds to violate her and leave behind his love seed. Now what would happen if years later, this godless abomination starred in a kid's movie with Eugene Levy? You would get my greatest nightmare, and its name is Gooby! That's right, folks. Prepare to suffer as I have suffered. This movie is too Canadian for its own good, and I haven't even shown you the scary stuff yet. So I guess you guys aren't just going to take my word for it. Your morbid curiosity has done this to yourselves. And I have no one to blame but myself either. So, with that said, let's dive right into Gooby. Excuse me. So we start by meeting our main family as they are moving into a new house, which is always fun when you're a kid, right?
Today. But you're wrecking all my stuff.
Well, I guess not. This sourpuss is Willie. Willie looks like Winona Ryder in Beetlejuice. And if you think that's the last time I'm going to say that, think again. This might be a good time to tell you that Winona is a little bit delusional.
This is my aim in the fire. Keeps me safe from danger.
Some might say that this is just kids being kids, but trust me, he's psychotic. Don't believe me? Just wait.
What about him? He used to help you out a lot in the past.
Gooby? You think some toy I played with when I was a baby is gonna help me now?
Well, of course you don't want him. We all know where he came from. Show it. Okay, enough. So the family leaves their old house and mercifully leaves Gooby behind too. What's with that creepy music? Here we meet Winona's dad, who bears an odd resemblance to the janitor from Scrubs.
Dr. Jan Itor. Dr. Jan Itor.
That old shed would make a pretty good fort, I'd say.
If I find a penny in there, I'm taking you down.
So Winona and his dad start talking about all the fun things they can do in their new backyard and... Huh? See? Fucking psycho! Seek help!
This is Mrs. Williams.
Oh, but I'm sure Willie and I are going to become the best of friends, aren't we?
You know, I kind of feel like this scene is missing something. That's more like it. Man, she would make a chilling Bond villain, wouldn't she? Do you want me to talk? No, Winona, I want you to die. What is with this music? I thought this was a kid's movie. This is terrifying. Why did this become less like Where the Wild Things Are, more like The Shining all of a sudden?
What I had no way of knowing was that back in my old house...
Now what's going on?
They're here.
So, just to confirm that he's batshit insane, Winona tries to prove that his new house is haunted. Scientifically, of course.
Rule number 1 when checking to see if your house really has evil, vicious, two-headed aliens in it, you have to be scientific, and you have to have the right equipment.
Our courteous and efficient staff is on call 24 hours a day to serve all your supernatural elimination needs.
We're ready to believe you.
What the hell is that?
The count of 3, okay?
So this is Gooby. Enjoy sleeping for the next 2 weeks. I know I won't. It is all downhill from here. Good God, look at this thing. It's just horrible. Look at its cold, dead eyes that never blink. Look at that shit-eating grin with that raggedy-ass scarf.
You guessed it. I thought it would take a lot longer than that.
And why does he sound like Fat Bastard?
I got a crap on deck that could choke a donkey.
Have you ever wondered what a live-action Pedo Bear the movie would look like? Well, look no further than Gooby.
They think they see monsters in their backyard.
And why do his mouth movements never seem to match what he's saying? I can't even begin to count the amount of ways this is terrifying. This overgrown Ewok is played by Robbie Coltrane, who you might know as Hagrid from the Harry Potter series. So this is what happens when Hagrid shaves his back. You get it, Gooby! I don't know.
Do you remember what you said? Hi. Brilliant.
I just can't get over how horrible the syncing is in this movie. Nothing matches up. It's like watching an old Godzilla movie or something.
Hey, who's he?
I don't know.
I got nothing. Continue. Now we see Winona in his new school.
And you have a new teacher, Mr. Nerdlinger.
Well, that's a stupid name. Eugene Levy, what are you doing here? Okay, for those of you who are uninitiated, you might know Eugene as this guy.
My son is sitting here right now with his hand glued to his penis.
Don't forget your penis cream.
Unfortunately, that also means he's this guy.
These chambers contains a capsule with aged horse.
You see, back in the 80s, Eugene used to be a huge star, but now, thanks to shitty American Pie spin-offs, he's been downgraded to Gooby status.
Boy, I remember doing some pretty off-the-wall things back in those days. Woo!
Are we done?
Whoa, sorry, I didn't realize you were so touchy about your past. So this is Mr. Nerdlinger. Why do you look like Wolverine? Seriously, with that hair, it's either Batman or Wolverine. And with this being Canadian, I'm going Jackman.
I'm sure we all recognize Flesherton Fish.
Oh, I'll show you my Flesherton fish. Wait a second, why would you guys cut there? What did you think I was pulling out?